Hello, welcome to my channel. This week I'm going to be making up a predator diorama. These figures have come from Balance Printing UK on the Etsy store. They are well packaged and come in several separate pieces, so this way I have options when it comes to posing them. So as you can see, there are two predators in two separate poses. These are designed to go on separate bases for wargaming, but I'm going to do something different and make a little diorama out of it. Right, I'm going to start with the assembly. I'm just going to use normal super glue for this. I have to be careful not to break anything here, because there are a lot of very small fragile pieces. And that's the head in place, followed very shortly by the hands. I do exactly the same for the second predator, first gluing on the head and then the hands. The squatting predator also has the shoulder mounted cannon. This is all supported from one little point, so I'll make sure I have plenty of glue. These are the bases that come with a kit, which are ideal for single models, but not for what I'm going to need. So I'm going to use this giant one which came with a separate kit. As you can see, it fits on both predators really well. Now I'm also going to need something to help me build up the texture, and for this I'm going to use this old resin cast. I'm going to use this as foundation for a rocky textured base, and I'm also going to split it down the middle and add a stream. Using a pair of snips, I start chipping away at the resin. The idea is to make it look jagged and rocky, so there's no need to be neat. And this is what I ended up with. And now to glue it all down before I move on to the next step. And now to mix up some milliput, so I can finish off the rocky texture on the base. I apply it over random areas, then use some water to smooth it down. The idea is to make it look like a bunch of organic shapes. As it turned out, I didn't mix enough milliput, so I'm going to make another batch and finish off this base. And before the milliput has a chance to set, I push in some of the resin cast-offs, and this will add some different textures to the rocky formation. And now to test fit it and see how it looks. This gives me one last chance to shape the milliput to fit the figures. I'm happy with the positioning of these two. I'm now adding some PVA glue to the bed of the stream. This is so I can sprinkle on some sand and stone. on some sand and gravel fixer to help hold it into place. And once that's dried, it's time to paint the base with grey primer. And while I'm using the primer, I also prime up the predators. As you can see, I've used some blue tack to stick them to a temporary base. Then I added a brown wash across the whole diorama. And then I add a sandy coloured dry brush to the bed of the stream, followed by a grey dry brush over the rocky areas. And now I need to prepare the base so I can add some water. The theory is simple, I just need to create a barrier so that the liquid can't escape until it's set. But this is the first time I've used this method and it didn't go well. Now I poured it in and left it for 24 hours to dry. Unfortunately, by the time I came back to it, most of the water had escaped. But in my blissful ignorance, I continued painting the predators. I start by painting a tan colour for the base of the flesh. And then I add on a brown wash to add some depth. And then I use a bone white dry brush for the highlights. Returning back to the base, this time I used UV resin, which cures almost instantly under UV light, therefore not giving the liquid any chance to escape. It's still a little bit tacky, so I need to remove the tape and put it to one side to dry. And going back to the predators, I used some brown to paint on the leather straps. And then I moved on to painting on the metal components, mostly the armour and the weapons. I then moved on to the dreadlocks and painted them black. The beads on the dreadlocks are painted in gold, although strangely for this model they only appear on the right half of his head. It must be a design oversight. I paint the teeth in an off-white colour. toenails and fingernails I paint in black. And then I added a black wash over all the metal areas to dull them down a bit. Then, using the smallest brush I have, add some random brown spots all over the predator's body. It's little detail like this which helps add to the authenticity. And to finish off the base, I add a black edging. And then, using super glue, I fix the first predator in place. And this one is straddling the stream looking for a fight. Then I add the second one, and he stands stoic at the back. Last of all, I'll seal it in with a matte sealer, and these two guys are done. Let the hunt begin. I'm pretty happy with how these guys have turned out, although I must admit I need a little bit more experience with pouring resin. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, if I can do it, so can you.